What is going on here? Libs of TikTok, Brandy Livingston. I'll bet you that's a beautiful, beautiful, delicate lass. Brandy Livingston, a man pretending to be a woman. That's super normal now. Is suing Hooters because they rejected his job application. Everybody has the right to work at Hooters. Not only is he not a woman, he was also initially banned from the restaurant for allegedly making sexually charged statements towards staff on multiple occasions. But trans. Come on. That changes everything. New York State Division of Human Rights says they found sufficient evidence her rights may have been violated. This is beyond parody. It really is. I mean, this used to be satire.
A local transgender woman suing the Hooters franchise on Wolf Road for discrimination. News 10's James De La Fuente has been following the story and begins our coverage tonight.
The Hooters on Wolf Road drawing protesters twice in recent weeks.
Justice for Brandy, justice for all. Everybody has justice, trans rights.
I'm suing Hooters for sex-based discrimination on the basis of...
Really? They're out protesting for this? Like they saw this? Oh, no, this dude has to work at Hooters. Really? Really? This is what motivates them. It makes me feel like it's all fashion or something. I mean, how can this be important enough to go out and protest? Right? Like, how can you not understand how Hooters may not want to hire this person? Right? They kind of have a thing. Like, they have like a business model. And I just don't feel like this person is able to contribute to that business model very well. This is really what people go out and protest over? Again, when I say a lot of this is fashion, how can they really, really care so much? How can this be really something? How can this be something so important to them? Equality for all. So just anybody should be able to walk into Hooters and say, you have to hire me? I don't care what your business model is. I don't care why customers come here. I don't care if they stop coming here. I just want to work here because. Really? Trans women are women. What does that mean? Do you really believe that a man who is attempting to become a facsimile of a woman, but is a man, is genetically a man, no matter what they've done in terms of drugs, hormones, or surgery, do you really believe that they are actually a woman? Can anybody actually believe that? They say that they do, but do they really? Can they really? There must be some lonely neuron in the back of their brain that tells them, it's bullshit, right? Like, not really. I mean, the fact that you qualified as trans woman tells you that they're not women. Look, if Hooters just turns into a bunch of this guy, nobody's going to go there anymore. It will go out of business. Maybe they need to discriminate a little bit. Maybe we all discriminate. We don't just we discriminate in terms of friends, right? I don't mean that we choose them based on race or identity or anything like that. I just mean that some people you like, some people don't. Some people have qualities you like, some people you don't. We discriminate in dating. Not attracted to every single person in the world. And nobody wants equity in sex. Nobody wants equity in dating or friendship. Right? Like, you want to be able to choose the people that you like, right? Hooters should be able to choose the people that they think that they know are going to bring in customers, because the customers are going to discriminate. You can't legislate that. You can't force people to go and spend, I don't know, whatever it is, $30 on wings by a Hooters full of that guy. Absolutely not. All right. This is so tragic. Justice for Brandy. Justice for what? Not everything is about justice. People don't deserve justice for just anything. Just they say, I want this, and somebody says you can't have it. No, I demand justice. What the fuck? It's just some fat dude who wants to work at fucking Hooters. Justice doesn't need justice. What about justice for the customers? What about justice for the owners and the staff? This is what these people are protesting? All right, let's hear it.
For sex-based discrimination on the basis of accommodations and on the basis of employment.
The restaurant has been a regular stop for Brandy Livingston, so much so she hoped to someday work there. However, after her recent transition, Brandy claims that she's not respected there as a woman.
They would use
This is lunacy. Stop saying she. We all know it's just obvious. This is Monty fucking Python we're looking at here. Live your life as you want. Who cares? Just don't demand that other people indulge in things that they don't believe in. You're asking people to lie. You're asking people to commit a crime against their own conscience for your feelings. And nobody has that right. Nobody has the right to not be offended. You certainly can't do it by identity. These people have a right not to be offended. These people can be offended because of just some arbitrary bullshit that we made up, that was made up in a by some fucking far leftist Marxist professor in the 60s.
She claims it goes even further, telling me employees and management at the restaurant continually harass her when using the public restroom.
I overheard one of the servers after I left the restroom talking to one of the managers.
Wait a second. So how is you eavesdropping on a private conversation? How is that them discriminating against you? You're spying on them. You didn't have to do that.
And said that, why are you allowing him in the women's restroom? And the manager said, oh, I don't like it any more than you do.
Brandy filed a claim with the New York State Division of Human Rights, and after
Okay, why aren't they allowed to think that? Why does this person's feelings, why are they the only ones that matter? Like, why aren't they allowed to be uncomfortable with it or not like it? Is that actually a crime? Like, why can't they accurately describe reality?
she says she applied 3 times for employment.
I said, do you want
This shouldn't even be a thing because gender identity is bullshit. It's a ridiculous redefinition of a word, gender, that's always been synonymous with sex. It's simply a bizarre redefinition of the word gender into an infinite series of abstractions, totally divorced from and unmoored from reality. If there's an infinite number of genders, that's how you know it's all bullshit, right? If there are things called omnigender or literally frog gender or demigender, that's how you know it's all bullshit. That's how you know it's just imagination. It's just an infinite series of metaphysical abstractions. Why would this even be necessary to be dealt with in law? It's just fantasy. It's a fantasy world. It's not real in any way. There is no evidence that any of this is real. There is no evidence that there is anything beyond male and female, a sexually reproducing species that is sexually dimorphic. There is nothing past that. There is just abstractions, ridiculous metaphysical abstractions. If frog gender is part of your ideology is fucking bullshit on its face. It's retarded. It's made up. It's imagination land. It's not real. You have been deluded. Perhaps you're mentally ill. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.